All right, so story time here out of the Rylee Ranch, and this is about my health. So for those of you who follow the Rylee Ranch, on March 17th, one of my standard poodles, Mozart, died. And that was a really hard day for me. And what I didn't tell everyone is on that day, I had a seizure. Anyway, so on Friday, I'm on my way to get an EEG of my brain to find out why that happened. And I had another seizure when I was driving down the highway, going 120 kilometers an hour. But somehow, someone was watching over me because I drove across 4 lanes of highway into the ditch at 120 kilometers an hour and didn't hit anything. And I was okay. So I'm on a new medication, and if I don't have any seizures for 6 months, I can drive again. So gonna be a lot of walking from here on out until November 16th. So when I had my seizure on the highway, I drove across 4 lanes of traffic and into the ditch, and I just kept going and going and going into the field. This is my truck coming out. And I am super lucky I didn't hit any vehicles or anything. That's a long way to drive into the ditch. And when the ambulance showed up, I was still having a seizure. So they had to break my window to get in. So the main goal is to not have a seizure in the next 6 months on this new medication. So I'm told to not go anywhere like by lakes or by fires or by 917-pound pigs in case I had a seizure and fall over. Merida, you would not eat me though, would you? Merida, don't eat me. So now we just have to live a stress-free life at the Rylee Ranch, which is already really easy. See these 3 turkeys? I'm actually missing my white turkey, Winifred. She keeps disappearing, but she comes back at night, so I'm not sure where she's going. And if you look over here, Chip, Dale, and Bruno, well, their 3 babies are doing great. And if you look over here, Cinderella has hatched 5 healthy little geese. Cinderella, your geese look very happy. I gotta say, it's a beautiful day here at the Rylee Ranch. Right, Timon? But Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they're all outside doing great. You guys, I really wish you could hang out with Timon and Maurice, but unfortunately the big emus are chasing these guys and picking on you. So you guys just need to get a little bit bigger before you hang out with the rest. Now, the one thing I have to tell you, my brain, it is working a little slower than usual, so bear with me if I seem a little off in some of my videos. I'm still getting back to normal. Well, now everybody knows why I might seem a little off in my videos, but let's get everyone fed and get back to normal life at the Rylee Ranch. And the potbelly pigs, well, I'm not worried about them eating me either, but I wouldn't want to pass out in here for too long, just in case Eeyore's extra hungry. Right, Eeyore? And I'm just coming into the ostrich area to check on the eggs, and looks like they still have 7. I think they had more, but I'm pretty sure they're breaking some or eating them or something's happening. But as of right now, the ostriches have 7 eggs. I better get out of here before they get back. I am definitely really confused where Winifred the turkey goes. She's disappearing somewhere during the day, so I'm assuming she has a nest somewhere, or maybe she has a turkey friend she's going to meet during the day. Look at the ostriches. They're making sure I'm not taking their eggs. You guys, you better learn to hatch those eggs. And I gotta look at these one more time because they look like little rubber ducks. You guys are so cute, and you're doing so good protecting them. And in Selma and Jubjub's field, we put in 25 new fence posts, and we're building a new fence so we can put more trees in and protect a little better against the goats. The emus we're not worried about. The goats love eating trees. See all these gaps where there's no trees? Well, those are places the goats got in and ate the trees. But we want more trees, so we're building more fences. It's a never-ending cycle. And over here, ow! Maurice, we don't bite. Over here, we got Miguel, who's a little worked up because Abigail wanted more grass, so she moved in here. You guys, we're gonna share the food with the cow and the lamb and the alpaca. Everyone's hanging out together. But, they're having some mental problems too. Miguel, we do not harass Timon. Okay, that's enough, Miguel. That's enough. Miguel, I know you're worked up, but we're gonna be friends. No, you don't need to kick the fence. That's not kind. That's not kind. And in other news, we've been buying lots of poplar trees because we want to keep planting more and more and more trees here at the Rylee Ranch. We want it greener and greener and greener. Well, thanks for checking in with me here at the Rylee Ranch and checking in with my brain problems. Now, I'm going to spend the next couple hours planting trees. And up here on our walkway, well, we're putting a second layer of 2x4s to be a little safer for the baby to walk around, and apparently for me to walk around. This is the walkway of the Rylee Ranch, and before we just had two 2x4s, but you know, we have a tiny human here, and now me with my brains, so we're gonna add a second layer of protection. So all of us are safer up here. So in 2018, we planted a ton of laurel leaf willows around the property. And for some reason, they all died this year. I don't know why. It's really sad because they were all huge, beautiful trees. So now we're planting poplar all over the property because they grow fast. And that's our house back there. We want to be totally engulfed in the forest. We don't want to see anything except forest around our property. And we want a natural environment for the animals. Look how nice it is here at the Rylee Ranch in the summer.